The term genetically modified organism may make you feel uncomfortable. It may bring up distressing visions of a dystopian future where robotic bear men run an authoritarian dictatorship with humans as the central labor force? That could just be me, actually. Anyway, the idea of genetically modified organism has been an important practice to humans for a millennium. Modifying the parts of crops or animals in which we farm is a very useful asset to our survival. This, to a degree, has happened throughout human history, as we have selectively bred many breeds of dogs, cows, and horses in order for them to provide us with the best of each of those breeds that we're good at before we domesticated them. The point of this being, genetic modification has been a practice that human beings have partaken in since the dawn of our society. With that being said, I doubt many look at their pet and feel as though genetic modification has been a horrible practice. Domestication is the practice of selectively choosing the traits in wild animals that we find useful or we enjoy, and the end result is a new animal with some level of dependence on humans to survive. The three types of domestication are commensal, prey, and direct. Prey domestication is a result of humans hunting the domesticated animal. As we got better and better at hunting them, we began to develop skills to capture groups of them, and then the skills to create herds and to maintain those herds. This has created a new species of the prey animal that is dependent on us for survival. Commensal domestication arises when an animal happens upon a human settlement and slowly becomes to ingratiate into the group with the humans. Feral cats and dogs who came to the human settlements to eat the scraps eventually led to them living with humans, and then over time became the animals we know and love today. The last type of domestication is direct. This practice is where humans work around the animal's behaviors to domesticate it. The point of this being, domestication is a practice in which genetically modifies animals, and we as a society have been doing it for thousands of years. Genetically modified organisms have played a huge defining role in the growth of human civilization, as they facilitated the ability for us to feed large amounts of people and for those people to have a job by maintaining said food source. This can be said similarly about the crops that have also powered the expansion of human civilization. Farmers throughout the ages have picked traits they see as desirable in plants and crossbred them in order to create a new breed of plant, or to create one plant in which produces multiple crops. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, for thousands of years, humans have been using traditional modification methods like selective breeding and crossbreeding to breed plants and animals with more desirable traits. For example, early farmers developed crossbreeding methods to grow corn with a range of colors, sizes, and uses. Today, strawberries are a cross between a strawberry species native to North America and a strawberry species native to South America. You likely ate a product yielded by genetic modification of organisms today, as almost every crop grown has gone through the selection process in similar ways. Over 120 varieties of crops which have been genetically modified are grown and consumed here in America. However, there are many negative occurrences due to genetic modification. Some of the issues that can arise are new issues with the hybrid plant, as two independent breeds may come together and create a new allergen which may be very harmful to humans. Another potential issue with genetic modification is the resistance to toxins. As wild plants breed with genetically modified plants which have been modified to have resistance to pesticides, those wild plants gain that said immunity, causing many issues in turn, such as them being resistant to the pesticides that we use to go ahead and get rid of that problematic plant. Genetic modification is not a negative practice unless taken too far by people with dubious intentions. Humans' relationship with genetically modified organisms and how we created them genetically modified organisms are a common part of our daily lives as humans, crops, and other animals have been modified through the course of our society. This can be seen as a positive in terms of us having food and resources to support our growing society. However, it can be used for negative actions by inconsiderate people. Genetically engineered organisms are a net positive to us as humans.